Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to break down a super simple, but honestly game-changing technique that is going to completely transform your breakfast. We are unlocking the secret to the most perfect honey caramelized fruit.
It all really starts with this one simple idea. The whole breakfast is built to make one ingredient the absolute star: honey. We're not just throwing it in for sweetness. We're using it to create this incredible warmth and aroma, and a flavor that's just so satisfying.
And this is what you get: the Gilded Nectar Breakfast Bowl. Just picture it, a warm, aromatic bowl that's somehow both comforting and super energizing. It's the kind of breakfast that actually makes you excited to get out of bed.
So what's the deal? How do you get that incredible flavor? What's the one thing that takes this from just, fruit and yogurt to something really special?
Well, here it is. The hero of this whole thing is one single, really elegant technique: honey caramelization. This is the real secret we're going to unpack for you, step by step, so you can totally master it.
Okay, and this part is really important. We're aiming for lightly caramelized. See, we're not trying to make some kind of heavy, sugary candy coating. The whole point is to gently cook the fruit just until it's warm, it gets that beautiful glossy shine, and its own natural sweetness gets a huge boost from the honey.
All right, so let's get down to business. This is your step-by-step guide, and I promise, as impressive as this sounds, it's something you can absolutely master in just a few minutes.
First up, what do you need? And look how simple this is. Just a couple of tablespoons of honey, some fruit, an apple or a pear, a banana, a little bit of cinnamon, a small knob of butter or coconut oil for the pan, and this is crucial, a little pinch of salt. That's it.
Okay, the process itself, super straightforward. You want to heat up your pan over medium heat, and that medium heat is absolutely key because you don't want the honey to burn. Then, you just add everything else right into the skillet all at once. The fruit starts to release its juices, and it creates this amazing syrup with the honey.
And here it is, the magic number: 4 to 6 minutes. That's it. That is all it takes for the honey to melt, to coat all that fruit, and to create that perfect, glossy, caramelized finish without turning everything into a pile of mush. It's that fast.
So why bother? What's the payoff here? Well, this super simple process creates these incredible layers of flavor and texture. You get that warmth and comfort from the cooked fruit, a sweetness that has real depth to it. And then, when you put it all together in the bowl, you get that perfect contrast between creamy yogurt and all those crunchy toppings.
Okay, part 2. Now that you've totally nailed the star of the show, that beautiful fruit, let's assemble the whole masterpiece. It's time to put your new skill to work.
Putting it all together is a breeze. The base is just some Greek yogurt, maybe with a little more honey and a splash of vanilla. And then for the toppings, that warm, gorgeous honey caramelized fruit is front and center, with some toasted oats, nuts, and seeds for that all-important crunch.
And here's how you finish it off like a total pro. A little extra drizzle of honey right over the top, and then a tiny, and I really mean tiny, pinch of flaky salt. That little bit of salt just makes all the sweetness in the dish absolutely pop. It's such a great tip.
Okay, so you've got the basics down. Now, this is where you can have some real fun with it. Let's talk about how you can take this one technique and really make it your own. It's time to become a flavor expert.
The Source has these awesome beekeeper upgrade ideas, and I love this. You could play around with different kinds of honey, like a light floral wildflower honey versus a deeper, richer basswood honey. Imagine the difference. Or you could add a little chunk of actual honeycomb for texture. Or just swap out the fruit for whatever's fresh and in season where you live. The technique is the same, but the possibilities, they're endless.
So that brings us to the big question. Where are you going to start? Now that you've got the power of honey caramelization, which honey are you going to try first? Are you going to go for something light and floral like wildflower, or something a little more bold like basswood? The kitchen is your lab. Go for it.